Hi friends, it's Velvet. As promised, these decoupaged catalog cards dried. I have not bothered to flatten them yet because I wanted to decorate them a little bit. So I've got them all facing the direction that they're supposed to go. So we have two that are this way, and then these 5, including that tag. Truthfully, I don't really think they need much in the way of decoration, but I thought maybe a little lace might look good, or maybe like one of these little tiny Tim Holtz things. Just like maybe a little tiny cluster in a corner of the card. I'm just getting the rest of this stuff off. I am not a perfectionist by any stretch of the imagination, but I do like when the stuff doesn't hang over the side. I mean, these are not meant to be perfect, of course. All right, so I also grabbed this because I've got some cool stuff in here, like little stamps. Is this, oh, it's upside down. Little stamps, some of these little see-through stickers. See, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of small that I can, and there's some words. I thought words could work on these as well. So let's take the busiest of them first, and I think that would be this one. Oh, we're sticking off a little bit still. You can sand the edges of this to get this stuff off. I find it works to some degree, but it doesn't always work for me. I don't know if I have too heavy of a hand or too light of a hand, whatever. Whatever it is, it's not my thing. All right, so what we can do on this corner has just a little bit of space that we can occupy. So why don't we find some little words that could go there, and we can top those on some lace. See, that will work without covering up too much. See, these are great words. What you are comes to you. Know thyself. And then I have this little thing of a whole bunch of laces. I thought I would just, you know, clip a little bit. Actually go like this. Let's see, I should plug the gun back in, but I'm not going to. What I should do, what can I put on here that's heavy? That'll work. What I would like to do is use the Fabri-Tac, and then that will also give a glue base for this sticker too. My Fabri-Tac bottle has not been working well because it's almost gone, and I know I should, all right, I know I should just open my new one, but I just want to get my money's worth. I mean, truth be told, seriously, I mean, you're not going to run out of Fabri-Tac like the day after you get it, right? It's just so I don't know why it's so worrisome for me, but, well, I probably should have done that first, huh? All right, let's cap this. Put it back upside down and get the sticker backing off. which, as you know, is very difficult for me. I am actually recording this on August 6th because I'm trying to get as much done as I can before I start work tomorrow. I know this isn't going to publish until at least next week, so at least like the 14th. But I know my first couple of weeks there are just going to be, well, I'm probably not going to want to do much of anything. Oh, am I covering up all of that now? Oh, velvet, velvet, velvet. I am such a dope. Such a dope. I am going to make this work, though. I am. I'm going to do it with my little stapler because Tim to the rescue. That's how I look at it. Let's see if we can crisscross this one, just because that's what I like to do. All right. And honestly, I don't think it really needs anything more than that. What you can do with this is make this into a pocket in your junk journal. So you're just going to glue along these sides so that you can tuck something into it. All right, so we're calling that one done. I will be a little bit better with the next one. All right, here's another one that I don't really feel like it needs much. So I am just going to pick something like that, maybe, and this. So I will just put, I'm not even gonna ink the edges. I am gonna start it off to the side a little bit. I'm just going to do this just to reinforce it a little bit. There. Easy peasy. And what you could do is you could punch a hole and put an eyelet in here too, and maybe a little dangle if you want to. You could put this in a book with a paper clip, whatever. So that's, oh, it's 2 down already. Because these particular napkins were very, so that's gonna stick up. We're very busy. That's why I wanted to do that. All right, now here's one that's not as busy, and at least not at the bottom. So I think putting like something like that there might be cute. It could be cute. And then we'll put something on top of it as well. I think I'm going to try gluing it with this. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm doing it. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I'm sorry I bumped you. I probably got my head in the frame. All right. I think that might work. So we've got that. Just want to see if there's anything else I should put on here. That could work. would like to ink up the edges a little bit on this one. Because of this trim, all I really need to show is the scallop at the bottom. It's okay for other, you know, the rest of it to show. It's just that that wasn't my main intention, my main goal. I apologize for the noise in the background. In addition to my dog eating a treat, we have to have a couple dehumidifiers running down here because my area is in the basement, and even though it's a finished basement, it still gets damp. So that's what we do. I think I'm going to keep it like that. I think that's kind of cute, especially if you use it as like a pocket or a tuck. So there's 3. Whoops. Here's one. Looks like we got a little escapee there. All right, so let's see, what can we do on maybe on the bottom here? Bear with me. So this is just a little tiny number strip. I don't know where it came from. Is this a sticker? It doesn't feel like a sticker. But when I just tried to rip this end, it didn't want to rip. So that's what made me think it might be. I don't think it is, because I'm trying to peel it and it's not coming. That's okay. Because now I somehow managed to grunge it that side. So that can go there. With that works. This is Tim Holtz, so I know it's not a sticker. There. Just a little something for texture. Even though it's got a lot of texture to begin with. Just adds a little more. And done. Oh, this one, I just really feel like this doesn't need anything. I can do this and still I rise. If there was one in here that said stop to smell the roses, I would certainly use that on this. Because I'm silly that way. There we go. And it doesn't really take away from that pretty thing. And this one I could do something down here. What else have we got for lace? Oops, I think my head might have been in there in the screen. I'm gonna do some pom-poms. Little pom-poms. Well, I should have put a word something or other on first, huh? More life, less rush. I like it. The other thing we could have done on here is do a little stamping. And I think it would work now that the decoupage is dried. But I think I would use, what would I use? Archival ink? I'm not sure. Stays on. Or Life Less Rush. And actually I'm going to try the Fabri-Tac because that really does work best with this. Indeed, I lost this again. God, what is that? Ay, 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 ay. All right, let's see. Let's see how you're going to treat me. Well, it's coming out. Now that I know will hold, because Fabri-Tac is basically like a heat gun glue. It just takes forever to dry. All right, now on this one, I would be tempted to punch a hole there and put an eyelet in there. I just think it would kind of balance it. So there's that. Now, on this one, what will we do with this one? I think it does need a word or two. Maybe even something that looks like this thing was stamped. Let's see. Prove them wrong. That works. Oh goodness. Apologies for you having to watch me try and do this. It's gotta be so awful for you. Fast forward through this. That works. And I'm calling these done. I really am, because I just honestly feel like they are at this point, so. And then what I'll probably do, I'm going to do some more stamping. I just ordered the sample numbers and got in one set of them. I'll show you just a sec. So this is the Creative Expressions, designed by Sam Poole. This is CEC 959, dates from the past, and then there's a second one. It's part 2. So what I'm planning to do is, I had done this with some other stamps. I used some coffee dyed paper and did a bunch of stamping, and then cut them apart with the Decoupaged trimmer that I got from Tim Holtz. And I don't believe I showed you how they turned out, but I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with how they turned out. So, for example, this is one of them. And I've got, here's a bunch too. Just, you know, I just picked a bunch of little stamps that I could use. And this paper is actually the 32-pound copy paper, so it's a little thicker than regular copy paper you would put through your machine, but it's only a little bit thicker. So it's just enough to hold up and actually look like it's possibly something old, which I love. So that's what I'm going to do for the next little bit here. I'm going to use these numbers and mix some little things. So that is what I'm up to. I will show you in the next video if I remember. So thank you so much for tuning in today, for sharing your time with me. I do appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.